Hi everyone, Lynn here. Thanks for joining me. So today, as I wanted to pop on and show you how to do an 8x8 box. So the box is for this gorgeous card here, which I made in my previous video. Do check it out if you haven't done so already. So just because the card has a little bit of dimension to it, I thought it would be a great idea, instead of popping it into an envelope, to come on and create a box. So the boxes are also great to pop gifts in, and you can pop chockies, jewellery, you could pop scarves in, things like that, and they're really quick to make. So I'm going to show you the papers I've used first, then I will give you the measurements and then pop the box together. So I'll just pop the card to one side and bring in the card that I'm using to create my box. So it's this card here, and I'm going to use this as the lid, and the underneath piece is this one here, and I think they really do, if I just bring my card back in, torn in with the card there. So I'm using those two. So the floral paper card is from this Wonderful and Bright's Craft Sensation design pad. Now, I don't know if you're like me, I tend to buy paper pads and I use a few sheets out of them, and then I don't get round to using them again, and there's absolutely hordes of lovely paper in there. So I must get round to creating things from the paper pads. And then this one, I do tend to find I use a lot more of the plain paper pads, and this is also a Craft Sensation design pad, and this is the pastels. I've been on with this one before. I have used quite a few, but there are still a few left in there. So I'll give you the measurements. So it will be 2 sheets of at 12 by 12 inches. So I'm just going to bring in my scoreboard and we'll get started. So pop your 12 by 12 inch card in, and this is for the base. So what we want to do is score first of all at 1 inch, then 2 inches, and we will do this on all 4 sides. So 1 inch, didn't go to the bottom there, 2, turn it around, 1, and then 2, and again 1 and 2. So that is the base done. And for the lid, what you want to do is, so that you get a nice snug fit with the lid, we're still going to score at the 1 and 2 inch mark. However, what you want to do is just slide your paper out about 1/8 of an inch and score then at 1, then 2, and turn it around. Don't forget to move it away from the edge each time, and then again. Okay, so that's the scoring done. So now what we want to do is just fold and burnish our score line. Okay, so just fold and burnish your papers. In fact, I've done mine the wrong way. I want, because this is 2 colours on that design pad, I want the, I think, no, actually I did have it the right way. Right, I want the lilac to be my inside. I'm getting in a bit of a jumble there, so just fold and burnish your paper. Yeah, that's the way I want it, so that this is the outside. And then what we are going to do is a little bit of cutting. So what I want to do here is show you now which way we're going to cut the corners of the box. So what you want to do is on the four corners is cut up the outside two squares like so, and just come a little way past the score line and cut those away. And then this square here also needs to be cut away, so we will go down this score line here, cut this one away. I haven't gone right to the end there, a piece like that. And then this piece, we just need to cut that a little bit further down and just cut a little wedge out of this little flap here. So wedge at either side like that. And you will be left with your little flap like that. I've already done it on these two corners here, so I've got this one to do, so I'll just show you again. Cut these two squares away on the outer edge, then cut up the side like so. Cut this end one off like so, and then just cut a little wedge in the flap that you have left. Cut one on either side like that. Okay, so you will be left with your four corners looking like that. So now what I want to do is just stick the box together. This is the base, and then we will move on to the lid. So for this, I'm just using my Art Studio tacky glue. You could use a double-sided tape. If you are, I would recommend the red liner tape. So I'll just put my little bit of glue onto the tab here. And then what we are going to do is just tuck that around, bring the box up like so, and just pop that on like that, and then do the same on the other tab. Pop your glue on, and we'll do that on all four of the tabs. Right, now what I'm going to do is just pop some glue along the edges here. This one has popped out again for some reason, but there we go. And what I'm going to do is just pop a little couple of pegs on my edges here, just to keep the box together. And then the last one, just get this stuck down, fold it over, pop in with my bone folder and get this nicely stuck down. Like so, and then I'm just going to pop my little pegs on, put it on there. I think they are just little handy things to keep your box in shape. For our lid, so just fold and burnish your score lines, and then we'll get this one cut. So it's just the same concept as we did with the base. So you just want to cut up the edges, cut these two squares away, so. That, and then you want this little tab here away, so, and then just cut your little wedges out of your edges here, out of this tab, like that, and then do that on all 4 sides. So we're now going to stick this part together as well, and I've noticed what I've done, however it isn't going to affect the box in any way. I've actually cut 2 of my tabs, so this one and the one here, the same way, but on this side I've ended up cutting them at the sides going that way, but it doesn't matter, it will still stick together. So this time around what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my glue onto the tabs at the same time, onto the tabs, and I'm also going to stick this piece as well down at the same time. I'll hold the tab together first, and then I'm just going to pop my flap down as I hold the tab together. Just going along like so with my bone folder there. And that piece first, and then onto the little tab here in the corner. Then I'm going to take these 2 pieces. That one really actually should have gone under there. So I'm just going to lift that up and grab my glue quickly and stick that one underneath like so. Going to get my glue and stick it onto this piece here. And I'm just going to stick the rest of the flaps down, and then I'll be back. And there is the finished lid, so I will just bring my base in and pop the lid over, and if you could see how beautifully that just slides over the box base, it is a perfect fit just by moving the card a little tad from the corner. Now then we can do a little bit of decoration on here as well. So I'm just going to grab a couple of bits and we pop some decoration onto the top. For the box lid, I've just taken a little length of ribbon, and what I'm going to do is just pop a little bit over the edge of the lid and bring it around like so and pop it over the edge here. And then I'm just going to cut off any excess. Use some double-sided tape to do that. And then what I'm going to do is I've taken a doily and I'm just going to pop that into the centre, and I'm going to stamp that into the middle of the doily. So I'm just inking my With Love up with my little ink pad. Pop this over like so, and then just press it down like so. I'm just going to pop a couple of little foam pads underneath the With Love. So where I've stamped it, I'm just going to pop the foam pads at the back. I'm just trying to put them over some of the letters, and then you're not going to see them on the other side. I'm now just going to pop those into the centre there. It's just lifting it off the box a little bit. I've got a packet with some little white self-adhesive pearls, and I'm just going to pop the pearls just down this side here. And then what I'm going to do is just pop a couple of the pearls, but I'm going to colour them, and I'm just going to pop them around the bottom. And just at the bottom here, I'm just going to pop my couple of little pearls, and I might just pop one at the top, and I'm just going to stick that to the top like so. And there you go. I do have a little butterfly, but undecided. I think actually, yes. I'm going to stick that there. And I'm just going to pop a couple of foam pads down the centre of the butterfly. Peel the back off. And I'm just going to pop that just on the edge like that, and that will just lift that up beautifully. So there you have it. There is the gorgeous 8 by 8 inch box to pop your dimensional cards in. I've decorated one side where I have just popped some little white pearls against the pink, and over here I have coloured the little pearls in pink just to lift the white of the background. I've popped a lovely little with love sentiment there and a gorgeous butterfly, and then when we lift the lid off, there inside reveals your gorgeous card. Like I said earlier in the video, the box will also be fabulous for not just your 3D and dimensional cards. You can pop some wonderful gifts in there. You could pop some chockies in, you could put jewellery, a lovely scarf, you could even fit some gloves in there. There's lots of goodies that you can actually pop inside the box, and how fabulous does that look? So I will just pop my lid back over, and look how gorgeous that just slides onto the top, onto the base of the box, and how fabulous it looks. So I hope I've given you some inspiration to create your boxes today. If I have, please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll be ever so grateful for this. I will be back again very soon with another video. In the meantime, please take care, happy crafting, and bye-bye for now.